It's episode 15, right? All right. Well, welcome to SlimeWire, episode 15? 14?
No, it's not 14.
15. I am Dr. Sanders.
Captain something.
I'm the intern, so yeah.
He's Jose the intern.
Wait, can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just talk. You could probably talk a little bit louder. We probably wouldn't hold it against you, but, you know.
Oh, alright, I will talk louder.
It sounds so much better. Well, we thought for this episode we would actually talk about our memories with G4. And, of course, people are all talking about their memories with G4 now because it is over. It's done.
Done. Forever.
Wait, I thought they were just being rebranded.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Not like it hasn't been over, but it's over. Now it's over. Now no more video games.
It's owned by MSNBC. MSNBC, get it? I was trying to pronounce it. That's clever. Okay. Well, who wants to get started? I do. And I think one of the things that we all have to talk about is when X-Play was like the most awesome show ever.
Extended play. That's when it was on Tech TV.
Oh yeah, with that was just Adam Sessler, right?
Well, that is kind of one of those things. Like X-Play came from Tech TV. Some people don't know that. Some people think that was like original G4 show, but it wasn't.
It was based off a website too, wasn't it? It was based off of
Probably. I don't know everything.
Well, actually, I think what you're talking about is how well, I don't know if you are, but I know that.
Merged.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Before they were X-Play, they were I think GameSpot or something.
Yeah, no, they were GameSpot TV.
GameSpot TV.
It was like they used to do online reviews of like Adam Sessler used to do like all these like little segments with them, and it was pretty much exactly. It looked like it was filmed and looked almost the exact same thing as like what extended play TV was.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just doing like segments and stuff for them. Like they would talk about like N64 games and stuff that were out and PS1.
Yeah, because it was just Sessler until they introduced like 3 other hosts, each women, and they slowly got rid of her. Until finally Morgan Webb came on, and she was pretty.
For a while.
For a little bit, yeah.
For a little bit? What do you mean for a little bit? She was pretty for a while?
I don't think she's good looking anymore, honestly. No.
Really? She's still mildly attractive to me.
Well, let's see how old she is. I mean, if she's a woman and she's over 25, that means she's way too old.
Clearly.
I don't know. Her face is very defined in jaw.
I know, stupid man jaw joke, ha ha ha, but...
I wasn't making that joke. I was simply making a honest observation.
But it was...
Being sneezed over it. No, my allergies are pretty bad. That's why I always sound like I'm congested.
But how did you guys find out about G4? Let's talk about that. How did you guys discover
I was flipping through the channels and I saw G4 and it was like video game TV and I'm like, say what? Hell yeah! And then I watched.
You squeeze a Capri Sun and you're like, no way!
Yeah, and the Juice came out and then like a guy on a skateboard and a surfboard at the same time came out and there's like a rush of waves and then they're all like animated into like a CG cartoon. And there was a monkey, and his name was Punch.
Oh, yeah, I was hanging out with my friend Rad, right? And we were at his pad, and we were playing Pokemon, you know, and I had my backwards hat on, but it was hypercolor. It was like bright pink. And,
was your Game Boy clear?
Yeah, I had my Game Boy printer and camera, so we could, like, take pictures and stuff. No, I actually remember that my brother, I forget one of my brothers, it was probably Ryan or something, but we had Time Warner, and he was watching this show X-Play, and it was like, I think it was like a Suikoden game or something being reviewed, and I was like, what the heck? There's a video games on the TV, everybody, there's the video games.
Oh, so you turned into Bill Cosby at that moment as a child.
Yeah, obviously.
Became a 50-year-old black man.
No, what? No, he said Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Bill Cosby's not black.
No, I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous.
Peruvian.
But so yeah, like, I remember just like, man, what is this? And he's like, oh, well, it's X-Play, and then at the time, it didn't seem like they had like a lot of programming, original programming. So they would just air like 5 episodes of X-Play like a day, you know?
Yeah, they did it at first. Well, that was like when I remember I saw before, obviously, they merged Tech TV, and it was like almost instantly, like it was like almost the next day, I think it was. It was really quick, and they're like, oh, now we're merged with Tech TV. Now we have all these shows on here. And we got like Screensavers and X-Play all on the same channel, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Screensavers I thought was pretty boring at first, because all I talked about was like computer stuff, like gadgets. I'm like, I don't really care about that shit. I want to see video games.
I like it had Kevin Rose on it, and I think he invented Twitter, right? No, he invented.
Well, yeah, no, I started watching it more later and it became better.
Right, because Kevin Rose left like as soon as Attack of the Show formed, I think. Then
pretty
he
close
left.
to it, yeah, pretty close to it.
And he just bailed, and they replaced him with like a black guy, but then they realized that Sarah Lane was a better host, so they put her on the show.
Yeah, they had that chick and the other guy who looked like Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, they got married, right?
Yeah, they got married. That's why they left the show, and that for me is when the show went super downhill. Like after that,
what? That's right. They got really like
They never got like another stable host after that, and it was like shitty. That was when Olivia Munn came on, and that was like I was like, okay.
Oh, that's when they got a host.
Yeah, that's seriously when I totally stopped watching. Like I still watched back then, but I didn't like it as much. I mostly watched it for the guy who showed DVDs on Tuesday. So I liked that.
Did they still do that?
Actually, I watched like a recent episode, like in the past couple months, and they were still doing that for obviously G4 was dead.
How old is that guy? He's like what? I don't
know. He's just like, okay, well, this week we got this DVD, and it's got special features, and this guy was in it. You know what I mean?
That dude had ADD, clearly. He's like, oh man, let me just fucking talk about this, and let me talk about that.
That's why I like him, because he talks so fast about things. He's like, oh yeah, well, this is really cool, and this is like great. It's coming out. You're gonna want to pre-order this. It's gonna, this is a good, yeah. And that's like.
What site was he from? He was like from what?
I think he had like his own website.
Yeah, it was like from a pretty big website. I think I haven't been on it in a long time, but it came from a big site, and I always found like great anime or like great kung fu movies through him. Like that's how I found out about Machine Gun Girl and like all those other weird.
Machine Gun Girl? You mean Machine Girl?
Shut up. Tokyo Gore Police and all the other crap through him.
Oh, Tokyo Gore Police? You mean Tokyo Gore Police?
Shut up. What said? Wait, so they talked about those movies on that show?
Yeah, he did when he would review the show,
really?
or when he come on to review stuff. He'd always have like some obscure stuff like that.
So I have all those movies, but I never saw them on G4. It's so funny.
You weren't a devout watcher like I was. But when I found out about G4, it was actually like Tech TV first, like right before they merged. Like
yeah, you probably watched it at the same time.
I remember that. Like I still remember when it was just like I used to watch Tech TV.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like I think it used to be like, oh man, you could get like 2 gigabytes of RAM on your PC.
Whoa!
Whoa! What? Because like like 7 years ago, that was probably a lot.
Oh man,
what a lot.
Play Diablo all night.
Man, Morgan Webb was introduced through Screensavers. And they had like remember that? She was introduced to Screensavers. She could
save my screen with her butt on my face.
Oh yeah.
Like a gorilla butt smeared all over my face while I watch Oprah.
Game Grumps.
Game Grumps?
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let's get back talking about Tech TV.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
That out.
Before it became Tech TV.
Yeah.
Or Tech TV before it became G4. Then it became your mom. Oh, she's a slut. Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know what I think? It's like, I'm surprised they haven't tried to like make another video game channel or something. Like, video games have only gotten more popular.
We're talking about the Slime TV. Watch now.
Yeah, I guess everybody just watches YouTube now.
Yeah, there's more like user-generated content than anything they could have ever produced.
Yeah, they should have just looked on YouTube and just like got people to make shows for them.
Especially ones that have like between 200 and 300 subscribers. Ding.
Yes. That's the sweet spot number.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
usually.
get more than that, then you're too popular.
Yeah, it's just.
And then you become mainstream, and then everybody's like wearing your T-shirts. And
so why did X-Play give too many games a 3 out of 5?
Because they were mediocre.
They always gave like a game a 3. It's like a 3 out of 5.
I remember it used to be kind of harsh. They used to be kind of harsh, like on video game reviews. Sorry, Cody, what did you say?
Well, they weren't easy on them, like game trailers. Oh, hey, this game gets an 8. Oh, hey, this game also will get an 8. Oh, wait, this game will get an 8.
Judgment Day. Judgment Day was always
show.
super easy on games.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't. No,
Did you
even look at Tommy Tallarico's scores? He always gave like bad scores.
How do you remember his name? You always.
How do you not know who Tommy Tallarico is?
This game sucks. You have a big head. Tron! And give me something to shove down my pants, and we're good. Rob?
I know who Tommy Tallarico is, but who was the other guy? The other
Victor Lucas?
Yeah, Victor Lucas.
Yeah,
how do you remember their name?
He's still on
the Playground.
Yeah, he's still on there right now.
Yeah, he's still on it. Yeah.
Playground.
Spike TV, it actually has video game shows on it. Like one. The game trailers, like the TV show. Like Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley hosts it, and you know. What?
On my TV. It's like 1 in the morning on Spike TV. Isn't it?
It's on, I don't know, maybe.
But I always watch it online because it releases the next day. But
it's late.
Speaking of Jeff Keighley, he had a show on G4 too with 2 other girls.
Oh yeah, with the lesbian and the other chick.
Which one was the lesbian?
What?
Lauren?
Those 2 chicks were like lesbian for each other, I bet.
No, that'd be pretty hot actually. It would fulfill all my teenage.
Well, that's why I say that, because I want it to be true so I can think about it.
Okay.
That show was awesome.
It was great because they used to talk about video game news, but more.
Yeah, there's a little panel. Well,
exactly.
I remember they actually had like a news show after that show. It was like a video game news show. They really set it up like it was like a news like station. Do you remember that? Does anybody remember that?
No. What was it?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was. They literally just set it up like it was like a desk, and you know they had like the monitor behind them, and they talk about like news stories and stuff, and they'd go like all kinds of news.
I don't remember that now.
Oh yeah, it was after that show got canceled, like with the 3 of them on it. I don't remember what that show was called.
G4 TV? I don't remember. It was lame.
I don't remember either, but when that show was canceled, then they started the news show. Because that was kind of like their
show. They essentially canceled every other show on G4. Like, of that week, it was the last episode of everything.
Everything died except for X-Play and Attack of the Show.
Exactly. Well, Attack of the Show was Screensavers, which is a tech TV program, and so was X-Play.
Well, and technically every single thing that was G4 died before the channel itself.
Except Cheat and, because they got Kirsten...
Filter?
Huh?
Yeah, no, that was Diane Mazzotta.
There was like way more hosts before she was on.
I know, there was like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there was a little Asian girl. Like that when I first started watching, there was like a little Asian chick on it.
Yeah, it's Diane Mazzotta.
Yeah, that's who was on Cheat when I first saw it.
Diane Mazzotta.
I can't believe you remember that.
I'm looking at pictures of her right now.
Oh, you looked it up. You're cheating.
No, I actually knew her name though, like, cause I used to watch that show so much.
Yeah, me too.
But also like that show, one of the most notorious episodes of that show, and one of the only ones that you can still find on YouTube. Huh?
Cheat?
No, like a Filter. Like one of the only episodes you can actually find that's like the most watched episode of Filter was the worst games ever made, and Shenmue got number 2, and it was like
I remember that.
It was like up against big rig truckers or whatever it was. So people don't hold that show in high regard anymore.
Well, what are you gonna do?
It's a pretty big statement. The worst game of all time. Like, oh my god. Too
If a game sucks, it sucks.
Wasn't Filter voted though? Like fan votes?
Huh? Filter?
Filter? Yeah, didn't you vote for it? And then you'd be like, alright, this is the best work.
No. No.
It wasn't?
Shh.
Okay. It was more like fan
Let me look
votes.
it up.
I'm pretty sure it was like fan votes. She would be like, don't forget to cast your votes, because Filter.
What are you saying, Jose?
I just heard him.
I'm saying I love you. Captain Gore, we should run away together. Have your baby. I'll poop him out.
Just gonna let you guys have this conversation.
So Filter was like, their list kind of sucked.
I don't know. I was interested to watch.
Hey, you guys remember Cheat, sponsored by Pringles?
Do you remember X-Play special reviews sponsored by Gillette Fusion?
No.
Well, you should have, because they did that.
I remember that.
So, are you guys saying that,
Option a couple TV,
I
like a bunch of balls and globes all over the set?
Brought to you by Gamer Fuel, the fuel for gamers.
So you're trying to say that Adam Sessler
And Morgan
was the best thing in G4?
He was the best person there, besides...
Sam Pereira.
I'm not a fan.
Let me put my penis in you.
Except for that. Except for that video. Because that's hilarious. He says that to, like, Olivia Munn, and she, like, freaks out. She's like, really? Kevin, you're so immature. You should not say that in front of our fans on our webcam. I hate you.
I don't know. She always seemed like she was willing to do anything, Olivia Munn.
Yeah, like she was willing to suck for money.
It kind of looked like it, yeah. I think she kissed another girl. She did, like, really weird phallic things. Have you seen that GIF where
she's a hot dog,
her boobs, and then you can see?
How do you think she got a job?
Sucking dick.
She's gonna be listening to this, and she's gonna like call our agent, and we're gonna get like sued for slander.
Man, it's gonna suck because I also like our agent is really just me and a mustache. It's like,
shit. What are you, Roger?
I'm really not gonna like when I get that call and have to tell myself about it.
Oh, I hope that's not me when we get there.
Yeah. I love those episodes where Roger gets in the car with Stan and they drive to a place and Roger's the guy they're meeting.
Did I tell you when I had Chase and Eric over and we were playing Deadly Premonition? That episode of American Dad was also on. And also the best episode of King of the Hill was on.
Which one?
The Boggle Tournament.
Oh my gosh.
You're a loser. Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby! Baby want a bottle? A big dirt bottle?
You're a loser! You big fat baby!
Are you crying because you feel sorry for yourself? You want
a big bottle?
A big dirt bottle? You big baby?
I'll tell you what. He also does
yeah.
good Jimmy Witcher.
People are hot and dry. They need to be cold and wet. And you owe me $999,999,000.
You owe me $999.
$999. Pay
So,
me.
who remembers the show Portal?
Oh my God, that's the show that made me laugh hard.
How hard?
Really hard. Because they had funny characters. Like Dirk Ruddy. I'm Dirk Ruddy, and I'm a famous movie star. Then he meets the blue guy in Second Life 2. Tries to get his career back, but he's too much of a douchebag.
Yeah, Portal was a weird show in that it created these characters in these games, but it's like used like 5 different games, like Anarchy Online, EverQuest, Second Life, to make all these different characters in a show, and it's all supposed to be linked up with this guy who has like the cheapest set ever on Earth.
Hello, Dave.
So.
His name was Dave.
Yeah, I got that.
I remember he always had to go in his chamber for some reason.
And be like, I need to climb up this thing while a light shines down.
And yeah, I just remember they had like different characters and they'd travel between the games. Oh, remember the Drifter?
Yeah, and he would like just randomly come by and save you.
Dude, that guy was like in every single game.
What were the games? Were they like? I think one of them was EverQuest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What was the one that looked really shitty? Was it Anarchy Online?
Hold on.
I remember one looked like really terrible, and that was the first one Dirk Ruddy was in. Then he had to go to Second Life because he like fucked up too much there. That's my favorite character in that show. Or Sonny Dove. Remember that guy? He just like he was like nice, and then he'd swearing. He'd like,
yeah.
Shit, fuck.
Hold on, trying to find this. Hold on. Actually, it says it used this. Let me see. It says it used this system to make like the graphics. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna keep looking into this, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah, I used to love that show. It was like really cool that, like, I don't know. It was really the only show that was like really like a TV show. You know, like it had a plot and had characters and stuff. Whereas everything else was just like, hey, let's talk about nerdy things.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
it was pretty funny.
I didn't really like Portal. It was alright.
Oh my god, some dude like posted like all these episodes of Portal up on YouTube in a big old playlist.
I'm looking at them right now. It turned
all day The Sims.
Tons. Oh my god, I'm gonna be watching these the rest of my life. Oh my god, he's got like a shit ton of these on here.
It's the evil guy. He's in The Sims.
Yeah, he's the clown. What was his name?
I don't know.
Apex? Is that what it was? The Drifter goes dancing.
Well, so Portal, I guess you can watch it on YouTube now if you've never watched it, but...
Yeah. Portal's awesome. Just look up, like, G4 Portal.
I also remember, Cinematech.
Everybody likes Cinematech.
Did you watch Cinematech, Jose?
I did. I loved Cinematech.
Cinematech After Dark.
Oh, yeah. Nocturnal Emission.
Oh. Naughty. You know, what games were on there again, even? Like
Sexy Beats.
Oh, that's true. Sexy Beats on there.
That's what my entire childhood is trying to download that game. Play it.
That is, like, super funny. You're like, what was that? Sexy Beats!
I remember that one.
Oh, let me explain it to you.
They reviewed Sexy Beach on X-Play.
They did, that's right. Remember X-Play used to have, like, themed episodes, and one of them was, like, super sexual romantic games?
Yeah.
And they reviewed, I think it was Sexy Beach. Huh?
Remember Ratty Hand Puppet, that character?
Oh, yeah! Oh, what about Johnny Extreme?
Damn!
No, we used to laugh because Johnny Extreme basically became everybody on G4.
And Johnny Extreme is like Johnny the Decimator.
Huh?
Anybody see inspiration there?
Huh?
We need to make him shave X's into his sideburns.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'll tell him they did it in the 50s and he'll do it.
Well, so I used to love Cinematech because they had like themed episodes a lot of time, but of course those were always cool. Like they'd show like, oh, let's just do an hour of just Final Fantasy cutscenes, like, and be like, okay, that's super awesome. And then they would do one where it was like the 1998, one of the greatest years in gaming. So they would do like Metal Gear Solid, Banjo-Kazooie. They would do like all these games that were released in 1998, and but it was those ones where it was just like, it would just show footage of a game, and it would just be like so cool, and you'd be like, what the hell is that game? Like, I want to play this game, you know? Like, that kind of show is just almost worth it because of that. You know, I thought that was cool.
What games did you end up playing because of it?
Well, they had like what's that Seven Samurai game for the PS2 that one like where they rollerblade and stuff.
I don't know that game.
Well, it's like this game about and it's like that. I also played Tenchu like that. Like I saw that and I was like, wow, that looks cool. I'm gonna play Tenchu. And Stretch Panic was on there. A game called Steer Madness was on there.
What's Steer Madness?
Steer Madness is a game made by a hippie, vegan, like animal conservationist place. Like they made this like one game.
Yeah.
And it's like Grand Theft Auto meets like a cow kind of. It's like you're this cow and you're like this cow that gets rescued by this chick, and then you go around and you do a whole bunch of hippy dippy stuff. Like you have to hang flyers and rescue baby seals, and it's really weird. Like it's called Steer Madness, but it's like super. If I remember correctly, I think it's actually like to get a copy of the game now, it's like pretty expensive.
Steer Madness. So it's a steer. I got it. Steer Madness.
STEER.
I know how to spell. Oh, Steer Madness. Animal rights inspired adventure video game developed by Veggie Games.
Yep, that's it. Mhm.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a game. Oh, I'm looking at the trailer right now, and this is really crazy and weird. Trailer shows this. He's on a bicycle and he's running through crowds and he's stealing tofu trucks. This doesn't make any sense. What?
Yeah. That's the game. And I saw like a like 20 minutes of that being played on Cinematheque.
The cow's a she, by the way.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, but a steer's a male.
Yeah, but it's a she. You listen to its voice.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be fucking sorry.
Look how I spelled deny.
And it's cannot.
But yeah, like.
What the fuck are you idiots doing in the chat?
Say big things. But yeah, like there was just games like that. Like you just remember them forever.
Oh, I remember
Steer
Madness the rest of my life.
Yeah, you just see it and you're like, what? Like, I almost wish we could. I think it would just be cool to just do like a segment of like just Slime TV, just take random game footage, like maybe not even games we want to review, but just do that and like just say this game is from this. And then remember how they would like take out the music for some of it and they would just put like random like trance music.
Yeah, they did that a lot actually.
It'd be like, oh, this is
especially for like RPGs and stuff.
I know. It'd be like, it's like, oh, here's some Star Ocean footage. It's like that for 5 minutes.
Jose, what the fuck are you typing?
He's typing in the chat on Skype.
Okay, I'm gonna read all this. Not amazing atheist. Hasn't posted a new vid in months. One-eyed, he was talking about his mom and how much she was into God, and it became clear he wasn't talking about his mom penis.
I wrote the penis one.
Amazing Atheist released a video where he was talking about, I hate God because my mom used to make me pray to him every day, and I thought this was silly. And like every other video became kind of like he's not really an atheist. He just really hates his mom. And
Jose, let me stop you right there, just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Shout out the guy, the Amazing Atheist on YouTube.
I don't know who that is.
It's just some guy on YouTube. He's the Distress Watcher. That's his other.
Is he for real?
Title.
Is he actually an atheist? Or is he just a joke?
He's amazing too.
So he's not that. He's like.
Dude. He's amazing. That's right. Yeah, he's an atheist. He's amazing too. Yeah, this is guys. They're on TV. There's slime on it too.
Oh, I saw the thing when you released the podcast. I'm a slime turn, and I just rolled my eyes thinking, oh boy, what a terrible pun.
It's not
Who thought of
fun. It's
No.
an amalgamation of terms.
Who thought of that?
Me.
You're fired. I quit. I'm gonna quit. No, it's just.
An intern can't fire a captain.
Okay. That's the point. Sorry, I got us off topic. What were we talking about?
I was talking about Cinematech.
Oh, Cinematech.
Whoa, what the fuck is this picture about the last podcast?
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't think it was what I thought it was.
What did you think it was?
I don't even know, but that's pretty. Oh, it's obviously the Silent Hill 2 thing. By the way, this is so not about horror games. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it is.
So, actually,
We do talk about you. You so doubt me.
oh yeah, that's right. But
We stay on topic most of the time.
yeah. But also, I remember like Cinematech would do like episodes on like horror games, and it would be really cool. They did like a lot of Silent Hill stuff when that was really popular.
Yeah, they did.
I just remember they would like show like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes of like just somebody playing Silent Hill 2, and it would just be like, oh my god, just like I don't want to watch this tonight.
They did Metal Gear too.
Yeah, I remember the big Metal. They used to do a lot of Metal Gear stuff.
Metal Gear's
like,
a good one.
That show was like so cool. Like I almost want to do something like that, but I'd have to like make a different YouTube channel just for that specifically. You know, because it would just be dumb.
Cinema Slime.
I'm pretty
Their
sure
channel.
we're skewed for that.
Their channel, subscribe.
Oh, I saw
We need to get people to subscribe to the first channel first.
Subscribe, comment, like, favorite, 5 stars. Give us 5 stars.
Oh, rate, comment, like if you agree with JohnTron over there.
Huh? We should have like a thing and like be like for the panda. But yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. But
Can we dress up Goyle as like make him grow a neck beard, put a hat on him, and just go, look, JohnTron's here today. How's it going, JohnTron?
he'd be like, JohnTron would be like, I don't remember filming this, but okay, whatever.
I'm just saying.
I am. Am I? I don't know.
You do.
You guys know that Chrono Trigger was not a Super Nintendo game. It was really a 3DO game licensed by Atari for the 7800 back inside of 2009.
Atari, more like Afari.
Okay, well,
This podcast is quickly derailed.
what do you guys think about Arena?
I like that show.
I didn't
Because
really.
it was mostly...
It was okay.
Why?
Wait, I didn't like it?
Yeah.
I didn't like the commenters at first. It was like a chubby guy and then the thin guy. And I think one of them was like...
They got like the Army Sergeant Kevin Pereira after that.
Oh, no, that was after. Because before that, there was like a really chubby guy and a thin guy. And then
I said after that.
Was it after that? After
it
the army guy and Kevin Pereira?
No, I was agreeing with you, and you thought I was saying the opposite.
Sorry. I can't really hear you that well, even though I'm wearing headphones. Yeah, I didn't really like it. And when Kevin Pereira came in, I just kind of...
Can you hear me now?
Jesus Christ. Oh, I think I'm going to go deaf.
So that's a yes.
Kevin Pereira was obnoxious on that show.
That was so fucking loud in my headphones.
Hey, Donnie!
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking murder both of you. Remember that show? What's that? Super Fat Sumos or something?
Super
What?
Duper Sumos.
What was it called?
Super Duper Sumos.
You can talk a little bit louder, closer to the mic.
Super Duper Sumos. Super Duper Sumos. We shove our butts in our butts.
Yeah, remember that show?
Yeah,
No.
it sucked. I hated it.
But yeah, I actually thought Arena, like, I really didn't like Arena when it first started, but then all of a sudden I just, like, I think it's because I saw this thing on, like, Fatality. Remember how he was really popular?
Yeah.
But you guys remember Fatality? How he was pretty popular back in the day? He's the Quake player or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, he played Halo.
Did he play Halo? Really?
I don't know, maybe.
Wait,
But,
they with a 1, right?
I remember that I, like, really wasn't into Arena, and then, like, I saw this thing on Fatality, it was, like, a little special or something, and I was like, oh, well, I think I'll start watching this, and I started watching it, and I was like, and then I would get, like, I would get out, like, my 6-pack, and then I would be, like, invite my buddies over, and then we'd have, like, a cooler full of buffalo wings, and just, like, a pool full of ranch, and I'd be like, come on, let's do it. But, no, it was okay.
How come I was never invited to that?
Because I was 12.
I like ranch.
I like ranch. Out of all that, that's what you said you liked. I like ranch.
I like ranch and wings. It's a good combo.
But yeah, like I got into it after that. I just used to love coming up from school and just sitting there watching G4, and it'd just be awesome. I don't remember.
It was the best.
It's just like, I don't know why they became what they did.
Well, they got bought, and they weren't really that profitable as a TV channel. I think they were, like, in the low hundreds on TV. I mean,
so what?
rating-wise.
You don't have to be number one.
I know, but you still have to turn a profit, and if you don't, then they'll end up rebranding you. That's why Tech TV was pretty low, too, so that's why they all merged together and became Tech G4, and they still didn't do well. So they got bought by fucking, what was it? The E channel.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
You know what?
Yep.
You corporate fat cat, why don't you go sit in your ivory tower and count your money while we try and make creative programming about video games over here?
Yeah.
I watched, what was it, Glitch Hunter or something?
Yeah.
You guys released? And, who did the title for that? The title panel art?
Me?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't read it. It was like, it was so glitchy. I was like, oh, my eyes. They hurt. And then you put a computerized, generalized hat on Captain Goyle over there. Why?
It's because he didn't have the hat on.
You put an old-timey hat on his head. I was like, I know that guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just in case anybody, like, nobody really guessed what games were in the beginning, the intro and the outro.
I guessed them all.
Yeah, there's like 6 games, and
easy.
In the intro, it's Castlevania 1 for the NES, it is Elemental Masters for the Sega Genesis, and it is Killer 7. That's what the 3 games are that are mashed up together.
Killer 7 one's pretty easy.
Yeah. It says Castlevania kind of like when you see it, but
Elemental Masters is tough.
Yeah, and then the ending is Day of the Tentacle, Castlevania. What was that game we reviewed? Curse of Darkness.
Yeah.
And then it's Wild Arms. Like it's really hard to see the Wild Arms in the ending.
It is. That's true.
That's probably the hardest one to get. But yeah, like I like that episode.
But we have a special anniversary video coming up.
Yeah, because it's been 1 year on YouTube. 1 year. Yeah.
Party.
What are the plans? What are you guys going to do? What are the plans?
We made an episode.
Yeah, we filmed
I wasn't involved in it? Your intern?
Special review.
Of what?
You want to be involved? Then go edit it.
Alright, send it over. I'll do it.
Alright.
Okay.
Worst edited thing you'll ever see.
Do you have Windows Movie Maker? That's what we make.
That's not true.
Is that why you guys edit in Windows Movie Maker?
No, we couldn't even if I wanted to.
That's a really crappy system. I was like, wow, I'm impressed.
I think it's funny that there's like a whole bunch of like people add hacks and mods for like for Windows Movie Maker, since like so many people use it. They're like, oh, well, this. Like, if you install this, and it fixes all the system problems with Windows Movie Maker. I'm like, well, you know what fixes the problem with, system problems with Windows Movie Maker is if you uninstall it, and you just buy something else.
That's a very good point.
But people add, like, oh, you can do a chroma key, and you can do all this stuff with Windows Movie Maker. I'm like, why don't you just get another program?
Because, I don't know. People are lazy.
Well, actually, no. Editing programs are extremely expensive.
Well, yeah, because I pay for them.
They're like very, 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 very expensive. Sometimes, well, most of the time they're over $100.
There are a few good freeware ones.
Yeah, there's some pretty good ones. Like
I learned to edit through some of them, and they turn out all right.
yeah, it's like a Windows Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker, Blindows Movie Maker.
Yeah, there you go.
Windblows Movie Baker. I don't know what's up with that. It turns everything into a cake.
It's a dumb program.
Yeah. Well, it just sucks because the
I'm cutting that out because I can't. I'll never have those words in my podcast. Ever.
You do bleep it out? Like, dude, I am loving the freaking bleeps in all the episodes now. They make me laugh. Hey, sorry. Oh my god, this is so funny. When we're talking about G4, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say something about the podcast. I sound a lot like Abraham. Like at one point,
I kind of do actually.
Yeah, I couldn't distinguish between me and him. I was like, oh,
I can't.
like.
I mean, I can't only just because I know exactly how you guys sound, but yeah, you definitely sound similar.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I don't remember pleading Cody to stop yelling at me. I was like, that wasn't me. Yeah, it's very hard. And that was really disheartening. It's like, I sound just like another Mexican.
Do me and Cody sound alike?
Yeah, we sound like white people.
Yeah, actually, for some reason, Mr. Cody over here always sounds like a surfer guy to me.
His name is Cody. Like, you know, that's pretty much
finding
like...
out you're from the Midwest, it was kind of weird. I was like, wow.
No, my name
this
is
guy grew up at
Cody.
the beach, and he's like...
Why does everybody think that?
Dude, no joke. That's like exactly what my mom thought before she met Cody. She was like, oh, I thought with a name like Cody, he'd be like, oh, surfer guy down at the beach.
Where do you get this image from of that? Like, where does this stereotype come from?
Because Cody's like one of those names.
Yeah, and like your voice to me always sounded like a surfer guy. If you said like Tubular Man.
Like the sweet life of Zach and Cody.
Exactly.
Would you stop quoting the fucking Disney shows on this podcast? For God's sakes, I don't want to hear about the stupid Disney crap.
That show ruined my name. Same thing with Agent Cody Banks.
What are you talking about? You were like, why would the sweet life of Zach and Cody? You're like 20-something. How would that ruin your life at this time?
Because I got made fun of. College.
You were like, yeah, I was gonna. You're like 20 when that show came out.
That was no. That show's been around since I was in high school.
Which it hasn't been around since 1989.
That was the year I was born.
What would they say to you? Like, hey, Cody, where's Zach?
Yes, what they would say to me. Thanks for bringing it up again.
We go kill me.
Cry.
No, they're like, oh, why aren't you with Hillary Duff in that movie? But that's actually Big Fat Liar, not Agent Cody Banks. Oh, wait, no, actually they were both in that movie, weren't they? Yeah, they were.
Hey.
And then they were in that other movie.
Big Fat Liar.
Amanda Bynes. She's
funny.
She has like a DUI now, and like...
Yeah.
She got caught smoking pot a while ago.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, she's like a gardener?
She's a gardener? Yeah.
She was caught with some pots and...
Pots and pans. Iron Chef.
Actually,
what happened to her? She used to be like really thin and pretty, but as she grew up, she just got chubbier in the face.
I know. Actually, funny story. Like, Big Fat Liar was one of the only DVDs I had, like when DVDs were first coming out, and like I forget, I didn't buy it from a store. I like won it in a contest or something.
Wait, what contest? Well,
I don't
did you lose?
remember.
Is that why you got it?
Yeah.
Contest.
Yeah, something like that. But I remember like I saw that movie so many times because it was like the only DVD I had.
Remember when he turns blue?
Oh my god, yes. That was like the big oh my god. That was
What's the premise of the movie?
This guy lies all the time. Like this kid lies all the time and like no, and like he tells so many lies that when something bad actually happens to him, nobody believes him. He's like, oh man, like I wrote this script for this, I wrote this story, and then like this guy hit me, and he took my script, and he took my story and made it into a movie, and then doesn't want to give me credit. So like, oh yeah, sure he did, yeah, sure.
And then Frankie Muniz was Agent Cody Banks, and he's like, oh man, I'm in high school, but I'm also a secret agent.
Oh man, what's
what
gonna happen?
I do?
And he was like, my dad makes meth.
He's like, oh man, I gotta get the info from the Russians, but I also gotta find a girlfriend.
Wasn't he replaced by what's his name? The guy who married Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, Cannon's dead.
What?
He died.
Who, Nick
What's
Cannon?
that noise? I'm making some noise.
Something Jose's doing.
I'm not doing anything.
It's not from me.
Weird. Then it must be. Yeah, it's Jose.
Yeah.
What noise?
I don't know. It's like some kind of like clicking noise or something.
Click, clack, patty, whack, give a dog a bone.
It sounds like this.
Knick, knack, patty, whack, give a dog a bone, then fuck him.
Sounds like this.
Oh, did you say there's gonna be no more Nostalgia Critic?
Yeah. I told you guys that like a month ago. You're like, no, you're fucking liars. It's coming back.
He just posted a
I
video.
told you the Nostalgia Critic was over. You're like, no.
I know you told me that, but I didn't say that wasn't gonna happen. And you asked me if I said, yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. And you were like, really? I was like, yeah, man. He has like 300. He's made probably like the amount of time and work that has been put into his series. He could have probably made like 50 like big budget Hollywood movies with the amount of time he's put into that show. Because he just has so much content. Like, it's insane. So, if he stops it, like, right now, like, I'm totally okay with that.
I'm not. I want a better conclusion than what actually came out. It was just a Star Trek The Next Generation reference. I was like, oh, is that the end, or is that not?
Wow, that's like
confused
total
by it.
reference to Star Trek The Next Generation then.
I was confused by it. I was like, is this the conclusion?
Yeah,
I wanted it to be a more finite conclusion to it, not just
just said, like, if you just really think saying, yeah, it's the end, then there you go.
I was confused, okay? I can't read.
They fired Spoonie, so they had to end it.
That's so sad. I love Spoonie.
Why don't you marry him?
I was trying to. I mean, I sent him the ring. Haven't gotten any word back.
The Ring? Like, the movie?
Yeah, I sent him a copy of The Ring. I think that's why he didn't call me back.
Because he's dead.
His career died 7 days later.
Yeah, and just like G4, which is what I'm segueing into.
Wait, is Spoonie still doing stuff? Or is he done?
No, he's still doing stuff.
Oh, but his own channel?
Yeah, it's just on his own website, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, like, getting back to the G4 thing, like, I don't know, I just, it was kind of it was just cool, because it was still when, like, people are saying that video games are kind of, like, slowing down in the advancements we're having right now, you know? Like, there's not the super, super groundbreaking games coming out, like, all the time, because we have really good-looking graphics. We have a lot of gameplay styles we've done a very extremely good version of, like the first-person shooter, the RPG. We've done those amazing versions. But, like, back when G4 was really young, it was like, the 3D RPGs that were coming out for the PS2, the first-person shooters were really starting to become really accessible, and, Western RPGs were starting to become it so that more people were playing them instead of just people playing, like, PC people just playing Diablo, and actually one of the main things about one of the things you could say about G4 was that it really was a showpiece for the time, because they were like, oh, console gaming is so alive, but PC gaming's pretty much dead.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember when they said that? They were like, yeah, PC gaming's pretty much dead, and, like, console gaming's, where's that? Like, it's just such, like...
Well, it kind of was at the time.
Yeah, it was, and I think that like just
Before
even
Steam and all that stuff like got popular.
yeah, just all that stuff. It's just such like a time capsule for back then. If you watch those shows,
That's true. I agree with that.
especially since it's technology based, which of course like we all know that like you watch shows that about technology and it dates it very easily because it's you can usually pretty much pinpoint a date more so than if you watch something about like I don't know. Well, I guess politics and stuff you can't do, but like I don't know, sitcom or something. You know what I mean?
I know.
I understand. Technology usually is dated a lot quicker, mostly because it evolves and changes so quickly.
And then there's always a change, and it's like one day, oh my god, the Xbox, and the next day it's like, oh, PlayStation, and it's like, oh my god, Nintendo.
Yeah, back in the X-Play's infancy, or when I started watching X-Play, I think Steam was released, but it wasn't really that good. It had a lot of problems, and it wasn't that well. It wasn't great, and so yeah.
So you were saying it was just a whole bunch of hot air?
Ha ha ha! Yeah, it awful gave me Will's ass because he was so gassy.
Yeah.
Is
there a badunch right there? Did you put that in? Is there a badunch?
Never mind, if you remember, I'll put a wah 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 because it sucked.
Yeah.
I noticed that. But you altered my voice to make it higher. So that was nice.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to.
No, but you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, in the podcast, you made my voice. I was either mine or Abraham's. I honestly can't tell anymore.
What do you mean, make the pitch higher?
I didn't do that
yeah, make
at
it
all.
higher, so you can hear me.
Oh, the volume.
Yeah, volume. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Hear me or Abraham, one of us.
Well, everyone's volume was pretty much at the same level.
It's also kind of weird, like being on the other side of the podcast, because I've listened to the podcast
You
before.
weren't close enough to the mic when you were talking with Donnie.
It's hard to do with. No,
Yeah.
I don't have a mic stand right now.
Oh yeah.
Or it's weird. Like I thought the pacing when I was doing it was a lot different, and then when I heard it as an audio file, it was a lot more different. It was just slower paced, and it was a slower pace, and it just sounded a lot different than when I was actually in the moment, talking, conversing. Yeah. It felt a little stilted. What's up?
It always does.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. I wish we were all together in a room and we can talk, because I feel that would. But it's not possible. We are all so busy.
Well, actually, one thing I always wanted to do, like, I just would like to be able to set up a nice, cool desk or something like that, you know, or table, and then just have like 3 really nice mics, and then have us do it like that. But of course, it'd be like we'd have to all be like living together pretty much.
Oh, dude, you can do that at school. You know the study area. What is it? The study rooms at the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can set it up like that. We don't need to grab good mics. We just grab a crappy mic, put it on a computer.
Does it cost anything?
No, it's free. You get it for 2 hours.
What? You've never been to the study rooms before, really?
Yeah, you've never been there?
Yeah, even I have.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, you just reserve one, then you just go in there and do whatever the fuck you want.
Dude, we should do that. I should get a 2-way splitter so we could have 3 mics instead of 2, and then we should if we have maybe either 3 10 little mic stands, and then just do like a thing like that. That'd be pretty cool.
That's how I lost my ID. You remember?
That's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
I couldn't find the lost.
So G4 has come to an end, and nobody really cared because a few years ago, G4 obviously just started airing Cops and never stopped.
They ruined X-Play.
Yeah, they had 19 hosts, and it was and then Adam Sessler was like, I quit, and then G4 got sold.
Is that what you think brought down G4 is Adam Sessler quitting?
Yeah.
Really?
People were like, oh, Adam Sessler's the only thing I like on G4.
So you like Xenosaga? Yes. What the is your problem?
It's good that at least he's still there. And then people left, and everybody was like, well, looks like I'm never watching G4 again.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a lot of good nature built up. He is, one of the most respected.
My has more life than the PSP battery.
I wouldn't say most respected, but he is a respected video game journalist.
I hate all of these games.
Especially on
Well, it's just he was the prophet of doom, you know? He's just
If I cared about your opinion, you'd have a television show.
He's like, yeah, this isn't good. Goodbye.
Meet the sass.
I'm Adam Slessor.
What's he doing now, by the way? Is he just like doing heroin in his room, or?
Yeah, pretty much. You can watch a live stream of it for $5 a month.
Of him shooting up.
Yeah. Well, no, he's like.
I rate heroin a 4.
He's doing like appearances on a lot of places. Like he was on, especially like right after he quit, he was on like Machinima, and he was like on Structoid, and he was on all these really high profile, cool video game shows. Like he was making.
Let's get him for Slime TV.
If I ever said something that stupid, I would shave my ass and shoot myself.
That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
But
give him like a bag of M&Ms, he'll do it.
Oh, really? Well, that's weird. I didn't know we could do that.
He doesn't have a job. Why not?
But yeah, he's just been like doing nothing pretty much. He's been doing like little journalistic stuff.
You want to know how to fix Social Security? You send robot jackals from the future to consume the geriatrics of the present.
I mean, nothing really big. I mean, he's kind of just taking some time off, I guess.
He was in a movie recently.
Oh, he's in Noobs, yeah. N-O-O-B-S-B-Z, sorry. Yeah, with Jason Mewes, who is...
Exactly, yeah.
Jay, and a whole bunch of other people from movies I've probably seen.
Have you seen the trailer for that movie? It looks crappy.
No, I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I love watching bad movies.
Oh, no, it looks stupid.
Dude, one of my favorite actors is Nicolas Cage.
Dude, why? Just because he's so terrible?
Because you don't understand my acting, Jose, and, you know, like...
Oh, man, my skull's on fire.
Oh, like, dude, Nicolas Cage is, like, literally saying he literally said this, like, because I actually do follow quite a lot of Nicolas Cage stuff. Is like, he said, oh, I have created my own type of acting, and I'm going to write a book on it.
What kind of acting did he create?
Sounds like Scott Shaw.
I don't even know who that is. I
Go
don't
look
think.
him up.
Hold on, just a second. I'm like, I created my own type of acting. I'm gonna buy like 90 houses, and then I'm like not gonna be able to pay for any of them. You know all that about Nicolas Cage, right?
No. You know who I like?
He has like, hold on, he has like all these like crazy, like legal problems of like he buys all these houses and then he can't afford them, and he like has to sell them and loses all this money, and he has all this like this financial problem, and so that's why he's in like 50 movies a year.
I know that Nicolas Cage's son is gay, I think, or is becoming a woman.
Whoa.
What? Is he single? Is that what you're gonna ask me? Probably.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Here we go. Nicolas, it says, in February 2011, Cage claimed to have created a new method of acting he calls Nouveau Shamanic. Nouveau Shamanic. He claims to have used the acting style throughout his career, and one day plans to write a book about the method.
What's the method?
It's called Nouveau Shamanic.
I know, but what? I know what the name is.
Nouveau Shamanic.
Okay.
Sounds
Is that
amazing.
all he does?
Sounds awesome.
I know.
It's all.
That's
all good. That's all good to me.
Yeah, he has like all these kind of like foreclosures on all his homes he has. But how the hell I started talking about Nicolas Cage? But yeah, I wish he would have done more stuff with G4, and then he could have been like, I need to make Ghost Rider 3 where I pee more flames. He has like this thing where he pisses like all these flames. It's really awesome.
I never saw that movie. The second one, right?
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
No, I heard it's over the top, but I never actually ended up watching it.
I told Captain Goyle about like the when they were making it, Nicolas Cage had his face like painted up like a skull,
yeah.
and he was apparently would like he said like in an interview like, yeah, when I had the face mask, like I was painted up, I became the Ghost Rider. And so you can watch like all these like clips of like the scenes, but it's just him, you know, like in the face, and he's so into it. He's like, oh man, it's just hilarious.
It's pretty funny sounding.
Who else follows his method? Is it like a well-renowned method?
No one
Denzel
can
Washington
follow
did?
my method.
No one follows his method? Okay.
It's just ridiculous. He's just like,
It's because it's a made-up method.
yeah. Apparently he's gonna be in Expendables 3.
Oh, really? Ew. Okay. Good.
There's going to be an Expendables 3.
Yeah, I'm like the most out of shape action hero ever, but who cares? Not just kidding. Steven Seagal is the most out of shape action hero. They have to keep him in like the shadows of all his movies because he's like so fat now.
He's just shadowy.
To cover his double chin.
It's like no joke. Like it seems like every Steven Seagal film that comes out, like they have to have to find ways for him to fight people like in the shadows because he's too fat.
He doesn't kick anymore. It's just mostly punching.
No, he doesn't kick anymore. It's so true. He doesn't kick. He's like, let me. Actually, I remember, I stayed with my grandma or something, and she only had a few channels on her TV because she was like, I don't want to do my impression of my grandma on here if she ever listens to this, but let's just say like she has a very certain voice, and she had this one station, and they were playing, I don't know what station this could have been, by the way, and they were playing all of the Steven Seagal films, and I was like, what kind of station plays a Steven Seagal marathon? And I just remember I was watching this one, and it's a sequel to this really famous Steven Seagal film, but he's like on a train, and he makes a bomb using like some gunpowder and like a martini shaker.
That's
and
amazing.
And the way he throws it, he's like, yeah, looks like, how do you want your drink? Shaken or stirred?
Oh, that's a real line.
Yeah, it's
totally
real. Like
that sounds funny. Well, do we have any segments to talk about today? You didn't got any? Well, you're just talking about movies because that's gonna be kind of your segment, huh?
Yeah. Okay, if anyone wants to know what that was, it's Dr. Sando's Movie Talk. Ching.
I guess I could talk about some anime stuff. I mean, new season's starting next month.
Yeah. Oh, actually, if the movie I want to talk about, like I saw it and I was actually really impressed. I'll just talk about it real quick. Is that Jim Carrey movie, I Love You, Philip Morris? The one where Jim Carrey like plays this gay con artist and he goes to jail and like meets this guy who he ends up really loving. It's really
the one
like
with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
But it's it wasn't like a big movie. It only cost $10 million. And that's like nothing. But like I was just so surprised that Jim Carrey was just so believable in it. Like, and he was like his acting was so good. Like it was probably one of my favorite Jim Carrey films.
Actor.
Yeah, he is. When he wants to be, he's like really
I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, remember him in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? I thought he was a pet detective for real. He's so good at it.
Thank you very much.
There's a Shih Tzu in the beginning of that movie.
Thank you. What?
There's a Shih Tzu in the beginning of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
There was also an animated series where he's a little kid.
Yeah, I remember. I had a PC game about that.
What?
Yeah, back in the day, there was like a PC game about Ace Ventura, like there was a cartoon.
I didn't know there was a cartoon. I knew there was a mass cartoon.
And I had the game, and I used to play it on like it came out in 1996.
That's funny.
So.
It's so bad.
But yeah, like I saw that movie just recently, and it was like. It blew me away. But I'm going to tell you, like, if you are homophobic, if you have a problem with that, do not watch this movie.
How were the graphic sex scenes in the movie?
I would say that, they were like, actually, the very beginning is like, I mean, I'll just, spoiler, okay. Jim Carrey, like, when he reveals that he's gay, which is obviously one of the main points of the movie, gets it out of the way pretty quick. It shows him thrusting pretty hard and when he's naked behind a man.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
We got it, buddy. No need to go any further than that.
Pretty
graphic sounding.
Sweaty. With sweat coming off his chiseled chest.
But yeah, it's like.
Now you got Jose going.
But yeah, so it's.
Was the man he pounding really hairy and obese? Was he a bear?
But overall, it was just like a really quirky film, and
did he come in his chest and then rub it all over his hair?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I don't know if you might be able, you probably will bleep this out, but like he's like the
probably gonna wait. What are you gonna say?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, let's not talk about this movie's graphic details. How about that?
But yeah, like this. I mean, but the Jim Carrey was just like really good in it, and I don't know about Ewan McGregor, but I don't know. He was okay too. But Jim Carrey was just like he's just so out there in this thing. So yeah,
why'd you watch the movie?
Good to know.
Because I watch a lot of movies.
Nothing to do.
No, I just like watching movies.
What were your expectations of the movie before you saw it? You didn't think it was going to be good?
I don't ever go into any movie with any expectations.
Oh, really? Because you were surprised about Jim Carrey here.
There's a reason I have a segment where I talk about movies, just because I just watch movies.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it's like, because Jim Carrey is a good actor. I mean, he was good in Spotless Mind.
I know I knew you could say that.
Well, yeah, that's a good movie.
But yeah, it kind of reminds. Actually, the acting kind of reminds me of the same thing of where it doesn't feel like normal Jim Carrey. You know, like where he's just being out there. It was just like, it was a really different take. So if you want to see that movie and you don't have a problem with the homosexuals, then go for it.
Does he love Philip?
So that was Dr. Sanders.
Yep. Captain Goyle, would you watch this movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, of course, why not?
What's your Captain Goyle's anime corner?
I don't know. 1 second. Well, there's a new season rolling up next month, so a bunch of new shows are coming out that I'm looking forward to. And one of them is pretty interesting because it's called let me find the name. I'm probably going to pronounce this horribly, but it's called Ai Sakai no Chunshin D. And apparently, it's a story about the real. It's kind of like Hyperdimensional Neptunia, but an anime. So it's got console wars. You know, like in Fantasy Life, the Sigaru Kingdom is locked in an old age war with the Nintendorudu Empire for dominance of the land of Konsume. Suguru now finds itself on defensive, but unlikely. Yeah, okay. I think like the main character is supposed to be like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff, and so all these characters like based on stuff. So it's kind of like video game, the anime. So I'm gonna watch that, and the thing I'm looking forward to most is JoJo's, because they're gonna start a JoJo's anime from the very beginning, which means they're gonna animate part 1, and I don't know how far they're gonna go with it, but hopefully to the end.
To the second episode of part 1.
What is JoJo's?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre
Adventure.
It's a manga and a really popular fighting game. And
manga is the only thing that matters because it's the best. But
I thought the fighting game was the best.
The fighting game is really good too, but I like the manga. The manga is only based on one of the parts of the series, but I think they're animating most of it. I just know they're starting at part 1. Anybody who knows JoJo knows what I'm talking about. But there's that. And there's another show coming out that's apparently it looks like it's a reimagining of Aladdin, basically, in anime form.
I think you talked to me about that. Yeah.
No, I actually just found out about it. It's called Magi.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it's Magi, M-A-G-I.
Damn it! Where did I hear from that from? Because I totally heard about that.
Yeah, it's called 1,000. It's based off 1,100 Nights, Arabian Nights. Yeah. So I'm like, that looks pretty interesting. So I want to watch that. Because it's A1 Studios, and they're a pretty good company. A good, I like the stuff that they put out. So that's interesting. Is there anything else that I want to talk about that's coming out? I think there was like one more. Not really. Mostly, there's some sequels to stuff that's coming out. Nah, it looks like about it. But other than that. Oh, no, here's one that I was looking forward to. This is what I was looking for. It's called the Letichi de Hikari Club, which is, I think it's like the lychee, like the fruit lychee.
Mm-hmm.
It's like called the Lychee Light Club, I think is what it translates to, and I actually have the manga of it. It's like one volume, and it's like really like this weird, fucked up story about these kids. I can't really even talk about it without spoiling it, but it's
yeah, okay.
Apparently, I'm really looking forward to it because it was pretty bizarre, and I want to see the anime version because I like the manga. But so yeah, that's some stuff on the horizon. Plenty of other stuff, but it doesn't look all that interesting. You know?
Huh.
And says
What have you been watching lately, though?
What I've been watching? Well, most of the same stuff I've been talked about in the other shows still. I was watching more of a Cell World today, which is almost over. So about 3 more episodes left to air.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think I talked about this, but there was they're doing a new series of Saint Seiya. You know what that is?
You talked about this.
Oh, yeah. I did. I talked about Saint Seiya Omega.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm still watching that. That show's pretty good. Other than that, I think I talked about everything, that's worth mentioning. But I'll have more stuff to talk about in a few weeks when the new season to start popping up, which will be soon. October's the
first
big
series
one.
of the season. It's the first series of the season that's coming out.
I don't know. I don't watch everything. I only watch the stuff I think looks good.
Oh, okay.
Well, I gotta tell you.
Most of your news. Go ahead.
Huh?
Well, as soon, one movie I know I'm gonna, put a review on, I'm just gonna talk about on the podcast. As soon as it's out, you know what it is, right? Next month. Frankenweenie.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I want to see that movie, too.
I know. So, probably.
You see it in theaters?
Yeah. I saw Paranorman twice in theaters.
Yes.
Are you?
I said no, I did. I saw it twice.
Okay.
In theater. I saw it once on the weekend it came out, and I saw it once again with Cody.
Oh, thanks for the invite. I guess it got lost in the mail.
I was hanging out with my mother. She was visiting.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
Cody.
And then she was like, "Oh, Donnie, you just need to." She's like, "See, I'm like Dr. Sanders, and she's like a Dr. Mom or something."
Dr. Girlfriend.
Oh, that's gross.
What are you talking about? You never, ever sleep with a henchman. What am I talking about?
So, Jose, do you watch any anime?
I do, but I haven't been watching any anime this past week.
Dragon Ball Z.
Any recently, and even kind of recent?
I
Dragon Ball GT.
Rewatching. Wait, what did you say?
So watch Dragon Ball GT. That's pretty.
Oh yeah, that's the last thing I was watching. It was Dragon Ball GT. And Sailor Moon. No, I was watching. I was rewatching Panty and Stocking because it's. I found a torrent for it in English, so I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
What was that word? What was that word?
I bought it on Amazon, the new version of English, voice acting version of Panty and Stocking. So
there we go. It's more like it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, and it's just as crude, and it's well voiced. I don't remember the actresses who play Panty or Stocking, but they're really good at it.
Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, no,
Possibly.
it's pretty good.
I know, right? I was surprised. I thought they were gonna fuck it up, or
Yeah.
maybe censor it a little bit. No, they actually were pretty faithful to the original source, and it's really funny.
Yeah,
And
me and Abraham actually talked about that.
It could be like a 4Kids dub.
Kinda. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they're gonna, you know how they did that to Higurashi or whatever? They kind of made it into a slice of life anime when they brought it over to America. I think it was bought by 4Kids.
Nope, because I don't like Higurashi.
You don't like Higurashi? Me
Nope.
neither.
I never liked it. Never understood the hype behind it.
I know.
So, are you saying that you're like
so-
Nickelback? Because it's never again. That's
Yes.
a song by them.
That's exactly
Okay.
what I was saying.
I've seen it before, but not like this. It's like the anime.
Nickelback. You're always going into Nickelback.
Dude, Nickelback, I lived in the desert. Okay, man. Nickelback is the most popular band ever in the desert. So I know, every Nickelback song ever made. Even the songs that weren't singles play on the radio there.
That's what I'm confused. Is I never know if you're being I fucking hate Nickelback, or you're like, yeah, Nickelback's okay.
Dude, I don't even fucking know.
No, because you're always referencing Nickelback. You know these songs. So I don't know if you hate.
Well, dude,
them,
I listen to so much music that I don't really hate any band. other than
One Direction.
actually
ICP.
182.
yeah, probably ICP. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really hate ICP. I just don't listen to them. And for me,
Why?
that's almost like
But
one of those
the
things.
Juggalo Nation, huh?
It's almost like one of those things. Like if I don't listen to them, that has to say a lot because I listen to a lot of music. So if I'm not listening to a band, like it didn't somehow make it at least did one song or one album in it, like that must be bad.
Wow, I can't believe you hate the Juggalos, man. You better cover your ass. No, I used to be a big Juggalo when I was a little younger.
Did you fucking really say that?
Oh shit! Oh my god, Jose, you're fired.
What? I liked it. I thought it was like.
Did you identify with their lyrics about hatchets and whatever else they sang about?
Do you watch all those terrible horror movies they have?
I have actually, yeah. Mostly like out of irony because I'm such a cool hipster, and they're fucking.
Do you have some what's that drink?
Jose just outed himself.
What's that drink they drink?
Fago.
Fago.
It even has the word in it.
But yeah. You guys want to do a games we've been playing, like in more recent times segment, real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, I was playing. I just got. Did I mention it on the last podcast? I got the PSP.
You may have. I think you may have.
Okay, well, anybody doesn't know, I finally got a PSP. I know I mentioned that I wanted to get one like 2 episodes ago, and I was talking about we were talking about what games would be good. And so I got this PSP. It does have a ghosted analog stick. It means that like whenever I push down on it, it will just continue to go down. I tried fixing it, but I think I might just have to replace it, which is not hard for me. I'm not afraid to open stuff up, and I'm pretty good with that. So I think I'm just gonna buy a replacement analog stick for like $1. But
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, but I cleaned everything. I pulled out all the stuff. It was pretty dirty on the inside, so I just spruced it all up, made all the buttons work correctly, and made sure all my contact points were really well. And I picked up Star Ocean: The Second Evolution, which is a remake of Star Ocean: Second Story on the PS1, which I used to play like crazy. And it's pretty. I mean, it's the same game. I mean, it's just like. But I just love that they put in, like, voice acting. It's so awesome. Like, I love it in that game.
Yeah, it's a really awesome game. I have it, too, for PSP. And it's great. I love it. I love that game. Star Ocean has a pretty good track record in my book.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty, like, I don't know. They're almost the worst Star Ocean is, like, I'm pretty sure, like, like, 1, but that's only because it's, like, if you play the other ones that, like, the combat's a lot faster and a lot more fun, whereas it's a little bit clunkier, but that's only because it was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's still one of those games that, like, I'm pretty sure Star Ocean 1 it wasn't released in America, it was only for Super Famicom, but it had, like, a whole bunch of special chips to have, like, voice acting and all this crazy stuff in it, like, that a lot of Super Nintendo games just couldn't do. So, or maybe I think that was it. I may be getting it mixed up with Tales of Fantasia. I can't remember. I got those mixed up because I played both of those right around the same time.
Yeah, and they're both like real-time battle systems.
Yeah, but so I totally recommend Second Evolution though. It is like it's really good. And it's like dirt cheap. Like, I mean, it's like you can pick up a mint copy for like $10 or something.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
So. I was playing that, and I also played Daxter.
Daxter. That's like a really early PSP game.
Yeah, obviously it's like, yeah, it's like a launch title or something. But dude, I got like hooked on the game. I just played the game for hours, like a few minutes here, and yeah, it's good. And then I'm trying to think if I played anything else. I think I played like 4 minutes of Xenogears.
Oh, what about maybe we can talk about this next time, but What was that game that we were playing on Pirate Bay?
Oh, McPixel.
Yeah, McPixel.
That's right. That's what I played a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's like this. We'll talk about it next podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more because it's interesting to talk about.
Yeah, it deserves it.
But yeah, McPixel.
All right, and that's pretty much what I've been playing.
All right, Jose. Playing any video games lately?
I've been playing Warcraft 3. That's mostly it. I haven't had too much time to play anything else. I've been very busy doing
fun?
Your intern stuff. It is fun. It's a little, I don't know, once you get down with the mechanics, it gets a little boring and a little tedious. So,
dude, I remember I used to play Warcraft 2 and 3 on like my grandma's PC back in the day. Oh my gosh, we played it so much. It was ridiculous.
I mostly got it just to because I wanted to play the original Dota mod, and so far I just kind of got caught up in the Warcraft lore, and I kind of understand why they made a whole World of Warcraft. It's a little bit interesting, and you could get lost in it, and it makes me want to like go into it a little bit more, but it's just I don't have the time for it. And actually, it kind of rocks. Right across the street from where I live, there is a not across the street, but somewhere near where I live now, there's a place where it's mostly devoted to Warcraft, Warhammer, and other such games. There are several like that. And just want to go and hang out.
What is the place?
Huh? I don't remember the name. I think it's like something merchant.
Weird. But
it's on I hope you keep this out. It's on Fairview and Wilson. No,
cool.
You don't know.
Cool.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And I was talking to Chase a while ago, and I started playing Magic: The Gathering one more time.
Oh God, yeah, no, I think you've mentioned that before, like last podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've just been playing that because I'm at school and I hang around a lot of Asians who play Magic: The Gathering, so it's to do that or quietly cry in the back of the library.
Play League of Legends with me.
But you never added me.
I did. I added you.
There's nothing on my thing. Here,
Then you spelled it. Then you spelled it wrong.
How did you spell it? Because this is how it's spelled.
How you told me. And nobody will know because I bleeped it all out.
Beep.
Tickle my fancy. That's it. It's mostly all I've been playing. And I brought out my old Game Boy Advance from like from an old storage bin, and I started playing Final Fantasy VI again. Just because
you motherfucker.
I want to play it, and I love it.
I should look to see if it's a bootleg cartridge. Because that's one of the most that game, Final Fantasy VI, is one of the most bootlegged Game Boy Advance cartridges of all time.
Is it really?
That's pretty true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's very popular. Everybody wants to play that game.
So, and it's very, very easy to make, fake Game Boy Advance games.
I didn't know that. Oh, wow. So, how do you get a bootleg copy? Because I bought mine from GameStop, so hopefully it's not.
Well, I mean, even GameStop, sometimes I actually accidentally buy them. But I don't really want to go into how to bootleg it, but let's just say you could just order the cards and then you just load them by USB. It's, really easy.
Oh. I didn't know that. That's neat.
And then people just print out labels, and there you go. And there's, it's a Pokemon, the Ruby, Emerald, and whatever, Leaf Green. The Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6, and there's another RPG or something that's the most. Those are the most pirated Game Boy Advance games out of any. So
that's cool. I could have a pirated copy of Final Fantasy 6, my favorite game of all time. Oh, awesome. When are we going to do that show anyway? Huh?
Which one?
When are we? When are we going to review it? Huh?
Final Fantasy 6? You want to review Final Fantasy 6?
I thought we were. That's why I started playing it again.
No, I thought we were doing Final Fantasy 9.
No, we were doing Final Fantasy 6.
Alright, well, just record all the game footage and we'll do it. Oh, why are we talking about this on here? So what games have you been playing, Captain Goyle?
Since talking on the last podcast about it, I've been playing Deadly Premonition a lot.
Oh, yeah.
mostly what I've been playing. This game's really awesome. I like it a lot. I had Chase and Eric come over and they were watching me play. Because I was like, I didn't want to play Silent Hill 2. I wanted to play this game because I was talking about it. But yes, I've been playing that, and Persona 4 Arena, and Double Dragon's Neon.
Oh, yeah, Neon.
That game's awesome.
Dude, you see the classic game room review?
Yeah, I did.
So sick.
But that game is really, really, really awesome. I just need somebody to play it with.
Yeah, no, I'll probably play it, like...
Yeah.
Soon.
Good.
I just didn't feel like playing it the other day.
I want to play it. It's a lot of fun. You get upgrades and powers and all that shit, but that's pretty much all I've been playing since last time.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention before. Happy 1 year, everybody.
Yeah, expect
it really was.
episodes.
It was really like 1 year on September 5th. That was like when we first uploaded the video. But if we were going by like when we started making it, it'd be like June or something. So.
Yeah, probably. But we're gonna call it right there.
Yep. All right.
Right.
This is SlimeWire. I'm Dr. Sanders.
Captain Goyle.
Say the intern.
And we'll catch you all like next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
So what's up, Cody?
Festering ass juice spewing out of my mouth while I watch a Vietnamese man shoot another Vietnamese man 17 times in the face.
Where do you think he comes up with that?